What's up, my friends? Thank you for being here with me again for another round of this Ask a Life Coach thing that we do. Let's see what we've got today. What's the best way to effectively communicate during a conflict? Okay. Good question. I would say the best way to effectively communicate during a conflict is to remain calm. Know who you are and know that somebody else's opinion or the words that they may be saying in a moment aren't representative of who you are, and it may not even be representative of how this other person really sees you or thinks or feels. There may just be heat or tension. So know who you are, feel good about who you are, breathe, take your time, choose your words carefully. Don't get defensive. If you're feeling defensive, you may need to call for a little timeout. So conflicts don't need to be resolved immediately. There's few things in life that are truly urgent. As I always say, urgency is probably an illusion whenever you're feeling it. So it's perfectly okay to say something like, I'm feeling really defensive right now. I'd like some time to kind of process what you're saying, and maybe we can come back and talk about this a little bit later when I'm feeling a little bit more calm. Make it about you. Don't make it about, the other person. Geez, you just keep attacking me or whatever. Somebody's already kind of in an elevated emotional state, calling them out for it. I mean, it might work. I don't know what your relationship with the other person might be, but it can also make things worse. So try to make it self-focused, I hear what you're saying, but I need some time to process this. Can we talk about this later? That can be really helpful as well. But if you're feeling okay, then again, just remain calm, choose your words carefully, understand that there's probably not as much pressure as you're feeling in that moment. Most conversations get revisited. Most ideas come back around, and most relationships, they kind of go all over the place. So you can have difficulty with somebody one day, and you can be closer than you've ever been the next day. So remember that as well. Try not to panic as if you need the perfect words right now and somehow you need to magically save something that's otherwise unsalvageable. Just let go of all of that pressure. Try to communicate calmly and clearly. Try to do it without getting defensive. That's the hard part, because the temptation when you feel attacked is, of course, to attack back. And when you know people well, you know their weaknesses, you know how you can hurt them. And that when you're feeling hurt, I think that's a really natural inclination. I'll just invite you not to do that. Take the higher ground. Don't do this, they started it kind of game and then feel like, okay, well, if you want to go there, then I'm going to go here. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person, and conflict is a wonderful opportunity to practice doing that. So take your time. Think about what you want to say. Make sure you're communicating things that are actually helpful and not just maybe the first angry thought that pops into your head. Call for that, extra space or timeout if you need it. Returning to a conversation when you're feeling more calm can really help things from getting too out of control. Take some time to yourself. Go do some meditating. Go sit in the sun. Go do whatever you have to do to kind of just come down and get to a place where you can deal with somebody who's maybe feeling upset, and maybe a little break helps them as well. So those are some of the initial thoughts that come into my mind. Conflict is tough. Most of us like to avoid it, but sometimes it's unavoidable. So just remain that even keel, level-headed, calm person, and you won't be pouring any gasoline on the fire. You won't be escalating the situation, and usually it takes two for a conversation to get really escalated. So don't buy in, keep it cool, and I'm sure you'll do all right. Doesn't mean it'll be easy, doesn't mean it'll be fun, but I truly believe that you've got this. So thank you for asking me that. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and of course I'll see you back here next time.